Greetings and welcome. It's time for some solid 10 D&D. Here we go! Let's roll the dice! Roll the dice! Woo! The solid 10! Get ready! So it begins! The fun will never end! It's solid 10! Get ready! The fun will never end! It's solid 10. Woo! We're solid 10. Get ready. So it begins. The fun will never end. It's solid 10. Get ready. Woo! It's solid 10. The fun will never end. It's solid 10. The fun will never end. It's solid 10. Get ready! Woo! It's solid 10. The fun will never end. It's solid 10. The fun will never end. It's solid 10. Woo! It's solid 10. Get ready. So it begins. The fun will never end. It's solid 10. Get ready. Woo! Get ready. So it begins. The fun will never end. It's solid 10. Get ready. Let's all stay. Let's fucking all stay. Let's all stay. It's time to play. Fuck yeah. All stay. All stay. It's time to play. Fuck yeah. All stay. It's all stay.
Greetings and welcome to Solid 10 D&D. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I am John, Dungeon Master for Chronicles of Nildoran, the Lost Tomes campaign. For a little over a year, we've been creating this world called Truistria together. Tonight is session 44 in the main campaign. Occasionally, we do side quests and one-shots within the world. Let's see, let me post some links. Oops, let's see, links, there we go. There is, I'm gonna flip it over to everybody now. There is a form on the link tree there. If you'd like to play with us in an upcoming one-shot, we'll probably do several more this year. Huh, weird. If you'd like to add something to the world, more info to come there. We're doing a dice giveaway tonight. As always, enter, use your channel points. We're adding something new. If you want to have additional entries, when you roll a d20, you roll a solid 10, you get an additional entry, so you're more likely to win. We aim for 10 entries minimum, usually, but we'll see how tonight goes. About a month ago, Twitch added something, a feature in the chat. It's only for desktop, though. You can gigantify an emote, add a cool little border to your message, or you can have emotes all over the screen. It's kind of cool. I think it's just a couple bits to do that. I think I set it pretty cheap. Check that out. Also on our link tree is our Patreon. We're in the process of adding our custom music to that, which is fun. You'll hear some new songs tonight on our breaks. You can also see the beginnings of the novelization of this campaign. I haven't posted in a while, but I think the prologues are there. And I plan to post a couple more chapters to that pretty soon. Also our maps, any maps we use on the stream, or if we do a map building stream, those are up there. I think that is for more of a supporting role, so if you want to support us, awesome. The podcast, music, all of that's just for free members, so doesn't cost anything. Check it out. Listen to some of the tunes on the go, or the podcast on the go, if you want to. Also going to put some homebrew stuff on there. I think there's one thing there now. If there's anything that you hear us talking about on stream, homebrew items, and you want to get a closer look at it, I can add that on there too. On our Discord, we do polls for the map making streams. I've kind of slacked on that here lately. I need to do that more often. It's fun to just kind of hang out low key, build a map, chat with you all about what's going on, ins and outs of the world. Also in our Discord, we have a meme channel throughout the session and all during the week. We post our stuff on there from TikTok and YouTube as well. We also have an Instagram going on. We post on there all the time. Make our own memes, and it's a lot of fun. With that, I'm going to kick it to Nim or Bug to talk about our merch store.
Hello everyone, happy Oods Day. As usual, I'd like to talk about our wonderful merch store. I think our most recent update is the new Me Read Me Bonk t-shirt. It's gonna be the same style as the other t-shirts that we have, so super soft, super comfy. I think they are they run true to size, so if you get one, be sure to make sure that you check the sizing program on there. But while you're there, you can also check out my next favorite thing is the I'll Mug Your Life mug. The character postcards and the sticker sheets with all of the characters. You can pick your favorite and put them around your computer. You can put them at work. You can put them in your car, wherever you would like. They're a lot of fun. They're really good quality. We also have just the solid 10 logo, and then there is a holographic sticker as well. But you can go to that link tree and we'll have a merch link in there. It'll take you straight there, and you should totally check it out. You can get your own Void Tome as well. And if you guys see anything that you really like, feel free to get some. If you don't see something that you're interested in or have an idea for something that you would like to add to our store or something that you would like to see in the future, we do take recommendations in our Discord. So feel free to let us know in there. But besides that, I'll Mug Your Life is still top tier, my favorite. And then yeah.
Me read, me bonk.
Me read, me bonk.
I think that one's great.
Read. Read.
I do that in my daily life. I hear the word read and I'm like, read? So I think that's all we've got as far as announcements, unless you guys have anything. Going to roll character backstories now. Got some new stuff there for y'all. So buckle up. Here we go.
Hello there, magical enthusiasts. I'm Nemia Nightshade, your go-to clockwork sorcerer at your service. I was born in the bustling city of Cogspring to my mother Morgana and my father Valen, and surrounded by my 3 older siblings, Dante, Lyra, and Lucian. Now my dad, Valen, was a Mechanist escapee who fought during the attack on the Great Modron March, where he barely managed to escape with his life. My father spent his time here in Terrestria building the city of Cogspring and creating wonderful inventions. When I was born, my parents were ready to accept the fact that there was no magic in our family. So you can imagine their excitement when they discovered that I did, in fact, have magic. And not just any magic, but clockwork. After discovering my gifts, my father spent all of his time teaching me the secrets of Mechanus and its magic. Now because of my talents, I didn't have much of a childhood. Most days were spent nose deep in my studies, daily training with Pops, or daydreaming about life outside of my library. Now, don't get me wrong, I love to read. I grew up reading anything and everything I could get my hands on. From the realm of Mechanus and the different forms of magic to stories of old in the world of Terrestria. If it was on paper, I read it. In fact, my only friends were leather-bound. You can imagine what kind of strain that put on me and my family. After training for years, and I mean years, Dad and I decided to take our Clockwork Light Show on the road. We set our sights on the prestigious Scothers Arcanum in Nafnan. Upon arriving, we provided a presentation of all the wonders and secrets of Mechanus. We use a special type of magic called expansion that allows those around us to peer into the realm of Mechanus and see some inner workings of the clockwork. The headmaster was so impressed with our little light show that he handed us a mission, a magic school road trip. We were to travel the world, stopping at each magic academy, and we'd get to do it all again. Fun, right? Unfortunately, due to Dad being the founder of Cogspring and kind of the mastermind behind the machines there, he couldn't join me, but he trusted me with the quest instead. No pressure, right? With the well wishes of my father, a special letter in one hand, my travel pack, and my talents to keep me company, I set out on my own, leaving Cogspring behind and the world ahead of me. On these magical roads of Terrestria, I will say I've had my fair share of oddball, often fleeting companions. For example, a narcoleptic dragonborn and a bard that was a little too attached to his pony. Not that I asked anything about it, I just let him live his best life. Then there are other companions that stick around for the hard times. My closest friend and longest travel companion, Reed Mossfoot, is a fiery little halfling druid with a temper shorter than she is. And trust me, you do not want to be on her bad side. After some time on the road together and crazy adventures, Reed and I met Dante's Inferno in the sands of Suria, literally the middle of nowhere. Dante is equipped with some impressive bow skills, but a comedy routine that could use a little bit of work. After becoming fast friends, it was all clear to us that we could use each other's skills, so we set out on our adventure together. Now I get to tell you about the Void Tome. my longest companion besides Reed. This odd companion is a plain black leather-bound book that fits right into the palm of your hand. Unassuming and uninteresting. In the time since it fell into my hands, I have discovered that it is a long-lost true history and myth, and it is one of a set of magical tomes lost to time. In the time since discovering it, it has created a strong bond with me and my magic, growing with me as my magic does. Due to being lost to history for so long, there are no recordings as to what other powers these tomes may wield, but it is clear to me they do not want to fall into the wrong hands. And so the Void Tome helps guide us to new friends and other tomes, but to what end? So join me, Reed, Dante, and the powers that be as we discover the powers of the tomes and the secrets of the land, because who said saving the world can't be a bit weird? And a whole lot of fun.
Hello? Hello, is this thing on? Oh, hi, hello there. My name is Dante's Inferno. Take a trip with me on this crazy chaotic road as I tell you a little bit about myself and my dark past. I am a human ranger who does wonders with a bow and arrow when I remember to open both my eyes. I was born in a little town of Ordo. Also, in case you haven't guessed, I have a great sense of humor. I always try to get a smile out of anyone or anything. Sometimes it's kinda lame. Yeah, my jokes aren't the best, but I try. So, here is a little backstory on me and my parents. Oh, did I not mention? I'm actually an orphan. Both of my parents were gone when I was a young boy. I know, right? Tragedy at the beginning, never saw that coming. My mother, Kyrie Rose Darkshadow, died in a cave accident while my parents were out on an adventure. Well, it looked like an accident, but so the story goes, it was actually a black, dark figure in the cave standing over my mother's body. So not so much an accident now, more as a murder. Huh. My father, Ruick, searched for his long-lost love in an effort to bring her back. Yeah, he could do that, and I'll explain why. After years of searching for clues and answers to why this accident happened, he finally came to the realization that the dark figure was actually Death himself. So, my father set out to find Death and make him pay for taking his one and only true love. So, as a child, I was left in a town called Drosbach, where I was taken in by an older man and raised me as his own. His name was Oliver Sinferno. I adopted the man's last name and became Dante Sinferno. Oliver was a wise older man who knew the ways of the ranger, and was a master archer with a bow and arrow. He never missed. But I never really saw him as a father figure growing up. More of a uncle. As a boy, I showed a tremendous amount of potential, and was quite adept in all of the skills. When I became older, I was told all of the stories of my parents and their adventures. And also, my uncle gifted me a necklace, once worn by my mother, and then in the end by my father. The necklace was a silver chain with a wolf engraved on it. Although I could never understand what the pendant stood for, or what it was capable of, it held many other secrets within it. When I became of the age where I could set out on the world on my own, and serve as a protector and help others that I come across, sadly, as I left, my uncle had passed away, leaving me alone in the world again. I have learned a lot from my uncle mentor, and I am sure to learn more as I travel the world. Speaking of, along on my journey, I was in a desert area one day around the sands of Syria, when all of a sudden I heard this big boom and a big flash of light, and me being nosy wanting to know what it was, peeked over the hillside to where I came across this group of odd-looking individuals who looked like they had been in a battle. I had came across the magnificent Nemia Nightshade and the fiery ball of fury, Reed, and offered my assistance as they looked lost and needed help. With little known about the group, I traveled with them, hoping I could help as best as possible. So far, these travelers do get into trouble a lot. And I mean a lot. I mean, come on. They had a dragon in their group they didn't even know about. Till I opened my big fat mouth and pissed it off and fought it, being with the group for the first 10-15 minutes. Well, who better to help them out than an archer ranger with some witty banter? Yeah, they have no idea who they became friends with, but in all honesty, for the first time since my parents and my uncle have passed away, I feel at home. Just whatever you do, don't ever put a dragon booty hole between me and my friends, because I will sail and arrow up that booty.
Hi, Reed here. I don't do this thing often, so I kinda just hired a bard to do it for me. Anyway, play that funky music, bard boy.
In the wrecked town, Reed was found. Nature's whisper, no family around. Raised by Alicia, taught the way. God in the land, night and day. Feral and fierce, wild and free. Mastered nature's mysteries. Spoke to beasts, changed her form. Protected land through every storm. Oh, Reed on a quest. Never at rest. Guarded heart, eyes ablaze. Oh, nature's maze. Alicia gone, Reed took the role. Left the wilds with a heavy soul. Sought new lands, knowledge to find. Allies and friends, peace of mind. Reed on a quest. Never at rest. Guarded heart, eyes ablaze. Nature's maze. Reed on a quest. Never at rest. Guarded heart, eyes ablaze. Nature's maze. Journey goes on. From dusk till dawn. Fierce a storm, wild and bright. Guidance fight. Reed on a quest. Never rest on a quest.
Well, that was a riveting life story for me. Tale as short as me. Waka waka. Sweet dreams. Good night. Make sure you sleep with your mouth closed. There's a tooth fairy about.
Adventure is calling, let's go. Adventure's calling, let's go.
And we're back. So let's dive into some Solid 10 D&D. Start by recapping last week. The Nildoran. Oh, good start. Ventured out from Reed's old home place, deep into the forest, the Halfling lands. Reed had one last thing that she wanted to do before continuing on to the nearby town of Robin. Leading her friends and allies through the forest, the soggy, rainy autumn day gradually became more like springtime. The air was thick with moisture, and the leaves were no longer maroons and oranges and yellows, but bright greens, fresh. Emerging from the forest into a clearing, there was a small hill rising in the center, with a sapling sporting little pink flowers. Reed went to it and communed, speaking with her lost mentor, Sia. Reed finally learned more about her past. Secrets held to keep her safe. And she broke down in sadness and rage, just wanting to understand. She learned about the nature of the beast that destroyed her hometown. Creature that tore through structures and halflings like tissue paper. And only Reed and Alicia survived. Alicia also spoke of the halfling steward, Norcus, and ruling over Hillsire and the halflings since her family's assumed murder. She shared insights about the precarious state of the world of Tristria, saying that any misstep could lead to disaster. In her last few moments, Reed was able to share her love, say goodbye again to Alicia. Not but a few moments passed. A whistling filled the air, and a snap of what you later learned were large wings, and a rumble the earth distance. Figure emerged from the gloom. The humanoid form of Awak, an ancient green dragon you've tangled with several times the past couple months. Called Sylvie in her human form, she threatened, mocked, just generally toyed with you, claiming she would eat all the halflings she could find, describing them as delicious. After the Nildoran failed to strike a bargain, Sylvie's hair raised into a frill atop her head. Her green cloak transformed into great wings. And you all stared, eyes narrowed, ready to fight. Reed still near the tree. Nim quickly grabbed her and stepped through a dimension door. Back to the line. Rest of their friends. And you all unleashed some attacks against Awak. She was unfazed, ultimately releasing a plume of poisonous dragon breath. Your friend, Angela, fell to the ground, immediately unconscious. Nim, reacting quickly, stabilized her. After a little more fighting, Nim pulled the void tome and teleported you all away, trying her best to will you to wherever the Gleeman is. Reed, in the last few moments, turns and looks towards Alicia's tree and dragon in the air. Thoughts of her family, her people, and her new responsibilities ringing in her mind as the purple energy flares and darkness envelops all of you. The rainy clearing flashes away. The rest of you, your last sight in the clearing is Awak launching at you. Her enormous teeth snapping shut, but on empty air. You hear her roar. The purple arcane energy takes you. Time passes. You have no idea how long, where, or when the purple energy swirls. Abruptly, you're all dumped unceremoniously onto a cold stone floor. What do you do?
First thing I'm gonna do once I touch down is I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds. Essence of the Healer.
Okay.
Everyone heals. And I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna check on Angela.
All right. Everyone go ahead and just roll a perception check for me to look around while I heal up. Friends.
First roll of the night.
What? Whilst we're
That's a
rolling, I have a question,
22.
Mr. DM. Does Dante land on his feet, or being as clumsy as he is, does he fall on his ass?
Roll a dexterity saving throw. Let's see.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's get the first one out of the way. Yep, 1, 2, 7, and 1. Okay. First one for the perception for Dante was 21. And then what'd you say the other one?
Dex save.
Dex save? That would be a nat 20 plus 9 would be 29.
You definitely land on your feet.
Graceful and
landing.
nimble. Superhero landing.
How much did you say everyone healed? 21?
21.
Angela, still lying on the ground. Xanderwolf is kneeling over her as she coughs. Her eyes flutter open.
By the way, my perception was 50.
15. Read.
It was 22.
22. Okay. The room is very large, circular. It's lined with archways, open, paneless windows. Feel a soft, warm breeze blowing through them. Beyond them, you see open sky, clouds below, land nowhere in sight. A great circular emblem marks the ground in the center of the room. One that matches the pins that you wear. Great dragon eating its tail. The Dracoroboros. Symbol of the Ordo Antiquorum. As you look around, you hear footsteps approaching. Several many footsteps, the jangling of mail and plate armor, as several soldiers Eagle burst from a doorway behind you, approaching you with weapons drawn. One guard steps forward, his spear pointed towards you. How did you get past security? This tower is impenetrable.
They said
door
the
was
same thing
unlocked.
about your mom.
The door was unlocked!
Son of a bitch!
Love it. Oh my god. Hey, watch where you point that pointy thing though, hey.
We are the Nildoran. We're members.
He kind of looks.
We're here to see the Gleeman.
He looks you over, sees your pens. Then he sees Angela lying on the ground, still coughing.
She needs help.
He looks to Xanderwolf, who is still kneeling beside Angela. He stands up. Points at the soldier and says, "You there. What's your name?"
At me?
No, Xanderwolf's asking the guard.
Oh, okay.
Guard stands up a little straighter and, I'm Private Flannel Ticklebottom, sir. Xanderwolf.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun with you.
Okay, Private. We need to get this woman to the infirmary to recover. Rest. She's stable. But there could be reparable harm done. You understand? He said, yes, sir, right away. The guard hurries forward, helping Xanderwolf lift Angela. The two of them disappear through the door without another word. As Xanderwolf exits, you see the Gleeman enter. He mutters a few words to Xanderwolf. They pass, and his great, big, fluffy white eyebrows are furrowed deeply. Well, I didn't expect to see you so soon. I suppose it's good you're here. Come with me.
Oh, hi, hello, how are you?
Em isn't saying much. She's looking down at her feet.
Didn't you miss me, Fluffy Grandpa?
I'm gonna push. Oh, we're not walking yet.
He kind
Same.
of turns and starts to walk off.
I'm gonna push past, just like shoulder past Nim and Dante
I will take up the
at
covers.
ankle height, pretty much.
I felt the wind brush against me.
He continues walking through the same door that Xanderwolf exited.
I'll take off after Dante does.
It's kind of meander off. He escorts you down a long stone hallway, a flight of stairs. There aren't many people in the hall. It takes several minutes. Finally, he stops and he opens a great, big wooden door. He steps in, holding it open, waiting for you guys to enter.
I'm gonna go stand at the railing and just look out.
You didn't follow everyone else, you just kind of stayed? You guys have
I said
walked. You said you stayed, or what'd you say you did? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I shouldered past, like, bumped my shoulder against Nim and Dante, following Gleeman.
Okay, so you guys went down, like you walked for several minutes into this keep, castle, I guess. So you're just in a hallway now if you followed. And the Gleeman opened a door to a room and is waiting for you guys to walk in.
I'll walk in.
Em walks in.
That's the room. I'm just gonna stand at a railing and just.
Oh, this isn't the room. This is the room you started in. You have left this room in the image.
Oh.
If you followed everyone else. If you want, you can stay back a beat, but ultimately you can have to catch up.
No.
Okay. right, so you all in the room now with the Gleeman?
Yes.
He closes the door. And he pulls out his pipe. Packing it. And he walks over to a well-worn chair next to the fireplace. The room is lined with bookshelves and their heavy drapes hang over tall windows. There are candles seemingly lit at random around the room. There's a small fountain in the corner, kind of burbling. Off to the side, you see another door that's slightly ajar, and from what you can tell, kind of by peeking in, it's the Gleeman's sleeping quarters. After getting his pipe settled and kind of working into the chair, please sit. This will probably take a while.
What will take a while?
To talk.
I'm all ears. I'll sit.
Sam's gonna lean against the bookshelf.
All right. Read.
Reed's not gonna sit, but go stand directly in front of the fireplace, just staring into the flame.
The light's just flickering. A tiny shadow of Reed is cast across the room. The Gleeman has just lit his pipe. It's puffing. Now, would you like to tell your story first, or shall I tell mine?
You can tell yours first.
Right. He's back. Settling deeper into his chair. Upon returning from Winkham, I informed my colleagues about another tome surfacing and what we've learned of their power. I also briefed them on what you were told about the tear in reality beneath South Rock, Death, and his minions. I immediately sent one of our best to check it out, and they are due to return any time now. Hopefully with news. We worry for Carvix. And depending on if the intel is good, we may have a forward. Now, how did you get here? What happened?
It's home.
I should have suspected.
We used the tome to go where we were needed. Appeared in the Halfling lands. found Angela. We found out that we were near Robin. Began to travel towards Robin. On our way, we stopped by an old destroyed abandoned village called Ribbiton, where we found out more about Reed's past.
He looks over to Reed. Is that so?
Reed's just gonna kind of grunt. I can't make the mic pick up the sound, but
Oh. Okay.
descriptive audio.
Use your imagination.
Okay, that's probably not good news then. Go on.
Found out that her parents were the king and queen of the halflings, and that they are presumed dead but have been missing since the attack.
Oh.
We were attacked by some kind of creatures that turned invisible, would pick you up and drop you. Once we fought, we left. Stayed in Reed's old cottage outside of Robin. When we awoke, she took us to a grove, to where her master is laid to rest. She talked with her master somehow. And then Sylvie showed up again. Not sure if we told you about Sylvie. But Awak, the green dragon that attacked Balan.
Yes. Sandy Pants. Xanderwolf has mentioned the green dragon.
That.
Wanted something. She showed up in the grove. I asked her if she wanted a bargain, and she asked me what we had to offer. But we couldn't figure out anything. We couldn't convince her. She said that she wanted a snack.
That's never good.
Reed was ready to take a stand, and we tried.
Oh, I need a minute. I'm sorry. Shit.
Reed's still grumpily staring into the fire.
We didn't stand a chance. One sweep of that dragon's breath, and Angela was down. I didn't know if it would work, but I pulled out the tome. And now we're here. I don't know how long it's been. The city of Robin's probably destroyed. I didn't know what else to do. I willed it to the best of my ability to find you, and here we are.
Well,
In true fashion, we'd never made it to Robin.
seems you rarely make it where you're trying to go.
So it would be the case.
Well, it's the middle of the night. It's suppose you all probably need to rest.
Rest and get our minds straight.
He stands up and he walks over beside the door that you all came through and pulls a small string. And back and he sits down. Several minutes pass, kind of in awkward silence. He's just kind of puffing away on his pipe.
Yeah,
watching Reed.
Can I have some of that?
Sure. Kind of pats it out, tosses the ashes into the fire, and he packs it up again. Hands the pipe to you.
I need to roll anything. Tell me I don't need to roll anything.
Oh yeah.
Of course you have to roll dice. That's how this
The gleaming shit is strong, okay?
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
9. Rolled a 2.
Oh yeah, I guess you got like a +7 on that. I was like, you should do really well at that. As he lights it for you, take a long, feel it burn the back of your throat and burn through your lungs. You start coughing. And sputtering.
I had to back to up.
Was.
You're gonna have trouble speaking probably for the next 10 minutes or so, just from the burn in your throat and just the kind of and it's still
Damn,
happening.
Gleeman, what'd you do? Change your recipe?
Oh no, it's time. It's just fresh. He blows out a big cloud. Several minutes pass. Not long enough for you to get over your sputtering from hitting the pipe. And there's a soft knock at the door, and it opens. An acolyte. Probably medium height. He's wearing a dark navy blue hooded robe. His hood on. He enters and kind of dips his head towards the Gleeman. Gleeman says, Dunlop, please escort our friends to the rooms just down the hall. And then fetch them some dinner, please. If there's anything still in the kitchens. Dunlop nods. Says, if you would, follow me. He steps back out into the hallway. Patiently waiting.
Coughing, Nim's gonna walk by the Gleeman and just wave.
Good night. Talk more tomorrow.
I suppose I can go too. And get up out of the fluffy chair and go find something to eat. See you, old man.
Rest well.
Reed's gonna stay back for a moment and look towards the Gleeman.
Reed, would you like to stay and talk alone a moment?
Yeah. I'll catch up.
Alright, so we're gonna talk on the side.
Do I need to take my? I can take my headset off.
Now we'll keep it a secret to everyone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you two, Dante and Nem, you follow Dunlop. Up the hallway. It's not too far. It's around a corner. And into a room. There are 3 doors along each wall. There's a large table in the center of the room. I believe it's not there.
How can it be at 2 places at one time?
There's a threadbare rug under the table, and there are chairs around the table. There's a fireplace to one wall with a fire already crackling happily in it. Beyond the far wall, there's a window, and you just kind of see fluffy clouds. It's all that's visible in the night sky. Dunlop says, there are several rooms to choose from. Pick whichever you'd like. I'll be back shortly with something to eat.
Thank you.
Dips his head and backs out.
Thank you. Good there, champ.
I'm just gonna go daydream out the window.
Dante's
Looking
just gonna
around the
kind of
room,
like shuffle.
there's not a whole lot in this room. Some tapestries on the walls.
Swanky place he's got here. I must get the name of his decorator.
How much time has passed? Not much. I still can't talk much.
You should be able to now.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? Just
I'm gonna kind of walk up
quietly in
next
this
to.
room?
I'm just. No, I was gonna walk. I'm kind of like shuffling across the floor, just kind of looking at it, like kicking like imaginary rocks, and then get up beside Nem and just kind of like put a hand on her shoulder and be like, "Are you okay? You ain't said much, even though you've been coughing for the past 10-20 minutes, but are you okay?"
Reed has every right to be mad at me. You have every right to be mad at me. I don't know what it's like to not have family or to lose your family. So I can't imagine what she's feeling right now to basically lose them again.
Well, it's no company picnic, but I kind of get why you did what you did. Though I may not have been happy with it either, because I was looking to whoop some dragon ass. I mean, all in honesty, I was gonna take her, take her completely out or die trying. I mean, you remember what she said to me when she first met me? How dare she? But I get it. You did it. Protect us. it was better than facing it all alone ourselves and essentially getting our butts handed to us.
There's a possibility that more people died in our stead.
True.
I guess it's the price we pay, or that I pay.
You're not the only one that pays it. We've all lost. We've all seen people. I mean, you remember I told you the story before I met y'all. I had no family. The only thing I had left was a goofy old man that represented an uncle figure, and that's all I had left. And as I left, he died, and then more people from the town probably passed on that I knew of. People die, but we've got to stay together, though. The three of us still need to stay together. We're a family. Yes, it's gonna be hard on Reed. I can't say 100% I know how she feels, but I get the idea. But we're a family. The three of us. I mean, y'all are stuck with me. You ain't got no choice now. I can't go back to where I was. I don't remember where the hell I was going in the first place, but still. We're all a family. And I can't speak for Reed on her half, but for mine, yeah, I've lost my mother, my father, my uncle, friends, so on and so forth. But I have you two as family. So, essentially, in my case, I'm not alone, and we're not alone. We have each other. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, and I could tell it was really hard on Reed. But guess what? We still have each other.
Thank you.
Just, if she faces you and talks to you, take it on the chin, but just remember, I still love you as a family member and a friend. I'm sure that little halfling will still love you too. I mean, y'all been through more shit than I could ever imagine. But I'm sure she's gonna be a little upset for a while, but
He has every right to be.
don't let it beat you up. Don't make yourself vulnerable about making wise decisions and being careful.
Can't exactly get revenge if you're a corpse.
Exactly. Can't get even if you're dead. And trust me, all three of us, we got shit to get even for.
Yeah.
It's gonna be alright, friend. I promise you. Or my name ain't Dante.
Sinferno?
Yeah. That was the rest of it. It's been a long day. Don't pick on me.
I'm not. I thought we were doing like you start a sentence and I finish a sentence kind of thing. That's what I thought.
Nice. See, there you go. You're thinking on your feet again. You're back to your old self.
It's gonna be a while.
You just hear a slight thunk, and then the door kicks open.
Somebody's getting good at their grand entrance. I'm gonna step to the side.
I'm just gonna turn around and look at Reed. Not gonna say anything, she's just gonna look at her.
There's a lot of time to think in these hallways. confusing as fuck. And I thought about something my master asked when I get in these moods when I was younger. I think I still get in them. She asked, what was the difference? What was heavier? 2 tons of bricks or 2 tons of feathers? I get it. What do you two think is heavier? Come on, group discussion.
The
We
same.
talk through everything, don't we?
2 tons is 2 tons. The feathers is just more.
No. That's where you're wrong. You're not thinking about what happened to those birds. Just like my people are those birds. Queen of the Halflings, what a joke. And she's gonna walk by and share some of that frustration. I'm gonna be queen. Ash. Ruin. Corpse. What a kingdom. And she's just gonna stand there and she's gonna like kind of grip her face and just run her fingers through what she can of her hair because it's like all tied up and there's a crown in it. And lay on the table. Like feeling it, trying to ground herself. You saw what became of my hometown. You saw what that did to me. And here we are. We ran away again. And she's gonna grab her sickle. Why am I trying to put humor in this? This is such a serious moment. Why am I like this as a person? And she's gonna point it at Nim. And it's just a, here, properly stab me in the back. You can actually twist it this time. And just shove it in the table. We have all this stuff. We're basically for human variants at this point. And what do we do with it? We run. We cower away. We can fight another day. Run again. I get it. I heard you talk. I heard you both talking outside. I lurked about. You have a lot to risk. I'd probably do half the shit you did if I had a family and a home to go back to. but I don't. You can't get revenge if you're dead. Well, maybe I could have helped one more person not die in that village. I'm conflicted. It's all I've ever wanted was people and a belonging for so long. I have these fleeting moments where I wonder if I should just be alone again. But whatever. It's done. It's over. Off to our next crisis. Let's see if we can actually get there. And with that, I just go into my room and I slam the door. Dinner.
All right.
Just still left me, huh?
The room is small. There's a single bed and a chest and a window. There's a tapestry on the wall and another thin rug on the floor. But otherwise, it's pretty plain. So it's just Dante and him in the common room.
You still love me, huh?
Me?
Thank you, Dante. Thank you for being here.
No problemo.
You'll forgive me. I must excuse myself for the evening. Hope that dinner is wonderful, and I hope that you rest well. Good night. And then we'll go to the opposite side of the room and go into a room by herself.
Okay. About the time your door closes, the main door, common room opens again, and Dunlop comes in with 3 steaming plates of food. Looks around. I guess they weren't hungry?
Don't even go there.
Well, I hope you're hungry. And he sitting the plates on the table.
Thank you very kindly, Dunlap. I guess I'll eat by myself tonight.
Oh, enjoy your meal. And backs out of the room.
Party and family of 3. We're all by ourselves tonight. Lucky me! What the hell did I get into? Oh well. Dante gonna be a fat piggy, he eat.
Dante sits and he eats. He eats. He eats. The thickle still stuck in the table.
Makes a nice centerpiece. Waka waka.
So you managed to eat. Roll a d20 for me. Just roll. Let's just see how much you eat.
Great, here comes gluttony.
Danger.
Do I add anything to it or just a straight?
Just roll just a d20.
Okay. I've got a 14.
14. Okay. So you managed to eat a lot of it. Probably
Badass.
almost 2 full plates. Before you kind of sit back and you're just like, you're so full. That's probably the most you've had in one sitting in a long time. And
They
you were
always
grateful,
say food is soul food.
you're grateful it wasn't mammoth or some type of just random wild game.
It was edible.
It wasn't meat chunks. It was a well balanced meal.
Could have used some salt.
You gonna turn into bed?
Yep.
Okay, so you go and you find another one of the rooms.
Wonder if I should put a chair against the door to make sure I don't get, a midnight visitor. Better safe than sorry.
Alright, so you all rest. Probably tossing and turning and lying awake, staring at the ceiling, I imagine. Thinking about all that's happened over the past few hours. It wasn't night when you left. It was still early morning, but somehow it's night now. The weird effect.
Magic.
Of traveling with the tome. You still haven't quite figured out how much time you lose or gain or what happens with that. So everyone take a long rest.
Yay, I got all my luck back.
Add that back.
Ah, there. Now my HP looks a little bit better. Not scary.
You guys were looking pretty rough. The night passes and you wake, each in your own small rooms. What are you guys doing?
Is there like a like the pitcher, like to clean yourself up with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah, just basic. Horse bath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Horror's bath. Nim's gonna take extra time this morning to clean up.
Okay.
And get ready. Take it extra long.
All right, Dante.
I'm just staring at the ceiling, trying to get that wonderful food to just settle.
You're telling me. Oh no.
Oh, hell no!
It grumbles. But you're okay.
No! You be quiet! You be quiet! Don't talk to me like that!
Is there like is it just basic guest rooms?
Yeah, pretty much. It's almost like a barrack in a way. What you looking for?
Nothing. Nim's probably gonna, after cleaning up, Them's probably gonna write down in our notebook.
Yeah. Spend some time writing down your thoughts. Finish up.
I guess I'll walk into the middle room with all my
Kinda
stuff
like-
and things.
I'll poke my head out the door, just kind of look. It's safe.
Them's just gonna chuckle, not say anything.
The first thing you
Good.
notice, as both of you kind of walk out, is that the thickle is gone. It's no
Hey, wasn't
longer-
there something shoved in the table there earlier?
And Reed's door is cracked a little bit.
Em?
You check.
Damn it. We were warned last time about waking her up. Don't you remember what she said the other day?
Yeah, for well.
So you're gonna send me in to get yelled at? Fantastic. I'll do it. I'm gonna
Shane,
take
yell
like
at me again.
I'll take like my bow and like kind of push the door open. Great.
As the door opens, you feel a breeze blowing through the room,
Ooh.
and the window is thrown completely open. The curtains are swaying gently, and you notice at the end of the bed are a few objects kind of stacked together.
Em?
What? Is she sleeping hard? What?
Yeah, she's really sleeping hard. So hard she's not here.
What? Them's gonna burst into the room
Get your
Like-
fluffy in here and look.
past Dante.
The first thing you notice when you bust in the room is the stuff at the end of the bed.
What is it?
Looking more closely, you see a blue ribbon. You see what looks to be a young dragon's tooth, a few green baby dragon scales, and a sketch that you drew of Reed's family.
Well, that's not good.
Em is going to, after looking at everything, she's going to kind of snap her back straight and look around, like almost frantic, and then go and stick her head out of the window. She see anything?
Roll a perception check.
The 15.
You look up around, you see the tower goes much higher above you. Looking down, it goes much lower. But you can't see the ground. Fluffy clouds kind of blowing past below.
Gonna retreat back into the room. And I'm gonna slowly turn around and walk out of the room, the middle, back down the hallway.
As you go to open the door to the common room, standing on the other side is Dunlop. Breakfast. And as he walks up, you open the door and you almost startle him, and he almost drops the tray.
I try to help.
Kind of steady him. Good morning. Here with breakfast.
I open the door and stand back.
Thank you.
Uh.
Walks in and he sets the tray down.
Name in here?
Uh,
You awake?
He said he'd come to see you shortly. He was attending to some business.
Thank you for breakfast.
You're most very welcome. He sets the
Dunlap,
bowls. Oh, yes?
what is this place?
This is the Ordo Sanctorum.
Is there a normal way? Is this on the same plane? Or is it different?
Yes, we are... Relax. We are on the coast, the Medius Mare to our north. And, to our south is the city of Crossroads. Dante, you still in bed?
No, I've been in. Remember, I went in the room with her when we
That's right,
checked
sorry.
Reed's room.
Brain. Gotcha. So what you doing?
When she briskly walked by me, I kind of like followed behind her and was helping with breakfast too. Since I heard him say the Gleeman was coming by, I figured I'll look at him and say, "Hey, wanna sit here and wait for the Gleeman to show up? So we can figure out what the fluff is going on around here."
Seems we have no choice. Thank you, Dunlap, again.
You're most very welcome. Should you need anything, just bring. And it points towards a string by the door.
Yep.
And he leaves. And
Nim,
go ahead.
I was gonna say Nim's not really looking at Dunlap. Nim's like looking past him, looking at the floor, looking at the wall, looking at everything but a face.
Okay. Kind of looks at you oddly and then leaves, softly closing the door.
Nim's gonna start wringing her hands, like pulling at her fingers, like pulling at like the hem of her shirt and her jacket, like trying to straighten, like pulling like imaginary lint off of the shoulder. Like she doesn't know what to do. She's not really looking at anything or anyone. She's kind of trying to remain calm. Something like she's not she's like looking around, not looking at one place, Something's off. I'll say that.
She kind of losing her shit, huh?
Trying not to,
Gotcha.
but failing.
Something's up with Nim. Something's up with Nim.
Anxiety.
Nim's gonna shut the door quietly behind Dunlap.
Okay.
I'm assuming, like, while he was doing that, she's still holding the door, and then, like, shuts the door and starts, like, freaking out. And then she walks up to the room that Reed was staying in and closes the door too.
It closes with a snap.
Said it'd be fine. Said she'd still love me. She said it'd be fine. I took it on the chin. I don't know what to do. I don't like being leader, Dante. Dante, I don't know what to do.
Dante's gonna come up and grab Nim and hold her close. No one's a leader. No one's perfect. We'll find her. We'll find her.
I'm just gonna, like, shake her head.
I will stand by you and I will help you. We will find her.
Eat your strength.
You as well.
Not hungry. But thank you. Nim's gonna pull away. Go. And with his perception, he probably notices that she starts sobbing.
I may miss my shots, but I'm not blind. Dante's just gonna kind of sit at the food and go, kind of like, grab his necklace, kind of twirl it a little bit. Alright, Uncle. Taught me how to be a family and a friend. You held us together as a family. Now it's my turn to hold this one together. Ooh, pork! How dare you?
How dare you indeed! Oh my god!
Oh, fuck me.
A long while
Oh.
passes. And then, excuse me. Emotional damage. The door swings open. Followed by just a towering From what you can tell, she's a half orc. She's got grayish skin. Tusks from her bottom lips are small, elegant. She wears armor, very large sword, scabbard on her back. Lehman says, "Good morning, everyone." Kind of looks
Good
around.
morning.
Where's Reed?
Gone.
I was worried that would happen.
Left some things in the. Gone.
One thing at a time. Let me introduce you. This is the scout I sent. This is Harding.
Harding?
Yes.
Good morning.
Hello, I'm Harding. Hardinger. Very nice to meet you. I was afraid I stepped on the little murderous one. I was a bit afraid he'd kill me. I heard she does that. You must be, Nemia.
Yes, that's.
Convix was right about you. Very much right. I need to listen to that man more.
Lehman kind of.
About me?
Yes, he said he was traveling with a pretty purple tiefling and a murderous, rageful halfling. I don't know you, though. You're new. I'm new, so...
I'm Dante. They picked me up along the way.
So, Harding just returned from her scouting mission to South Rock. She's told me a few things. But I think we should all sit down and discuss this. And he goes and he sits at the table.
Ooh, breakfast! And Harding will walk to sit beside the Gleeman and, like, ruffle his hair with a chuckle.
Straighten her jacket. Go and sit down at the table.
So, Harding, tell them what you've learned.
Yes, I got sent to South to go look for this death thing, to go try and find Coffix. It took me a couple days. It was like 3. I don't know why I walked. I'm not that smart. I get it from my mother. It's like swamp. Yeah. Sorry. But I found minions of death, and I just started slashing my sword all about the place, as I would do. Was this cave I didn't answer because it was dark and deep, and it was me. While I am a wilderness explorer, I was a bit frightened, so I had turned back to report. There was a weird vibe going on there. I felt it in my left hip. I didn't quite enjoy it. I definitely proceed with caution. You're laughing. There's a man dying in a death stronghold, and you're laughing.
Sorry, you threw me off with the left hit thing. I apologize.
I feel lost with it.
Hmm.
Yes, we know our next task.
I agree.
How far day's travel is it here?
Well, let me think. There's a lot of math involved. It makes my brain hurt. Ooh. You see, if we just start south from here, walking, it's going to be like 3 to 4 days. If we want to take this, but hopefully put some energy into it, maybe get a car or something from the Order of Dracorboris North. We be in a hurry, we get there a little bit faster. But need to take a little bit of time. See, I'm tired. Kind of traveled all that way and back. Please forgive me. I know we're in a rush, but
Do you feel you'd be well rested? We left tomorrow morning.
you've right as rain.
I will join you. As much as I like being home, I will join you on this quest.
Sorry to point.
It tends to go. So for today, rest up. Visit your friend, Infirmary, but don't wander too far. This is not meant for you, Sanctum.
I found that out the hard way. Ugh. Still have nightmares.
She's sassy as hell. Holy shit, I like her.
I'm gonna like lightly punch Gleeman, and I'm like, it'll make you think about old times, yeah.
Well.
I'm very old. I don't know which times you're talking about.
I mean, you adventured with my mother, now you've been adventuring with me. It was just, the cycle keeps going.
Ah, yes, Murd.
Walker.
Mother's name.
How do you know my mother?
Said your name, Harding Mother's name was
Yes.
Bird.
I never said my mother's name. Are you in my head? You witchy folk.
The Gleeman said
Get
her
out
name.
there.
The Gleeman.
The Gleeman said her name.
Oh! Yeah.
Ooh.
He's like an uncle to me. My mother had this one mission back up in Starfall. She found this dart-throwing lady, and she became my other mom.
Oh my.
Good for her. Now. Don't ask me how that works. I don't know how it works.
Mm-mm. Oh, not even Dante ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. It's magic. That's all I can think of.
So, Nim, Dante, the Gleeman, and the Harding are all still in the common room. The Gleeman, I'm going to go collect my things tomorrow and get ready for our journey. As I said, rest. Visit your friend if you'd like to, but don't go far. And he turns and he leaves.
Nim's going to push the plate away from her. I guess she sat in front of one. And take out her notebook and start writing again.
Are you gonna eat that?
You can have it.
Darling. Thank you. Feel obligated to ask this thing how we are working together, but are you alright?
It remains to be seen. But in true Nightshade fashion, I will do my very best.
That's all we can ask. You don't have to shoulder that weight alone. You know. Oh my god, I had this prepared and I can't find it. I'm being super meta right now. I had the screenshots so I keep up with this. I'm guessing the small one, it wasn't a warm leaving. I don't know what was said because I wasn't here. Duh. But there are words that can be spoken. Embers that flutter about in the wind. They may burn you in the moment, but that fire is fleeting, you feel me? It only leaves ashes of regret and the truth that lies unspoken.
The Queen of Ash.
Queen of Ash. How long have y'all been out in the wilderness? Are you okay?
Ain't nothing about this group okay. Dante's just gonna put his hood over his head and kind of like lean forward. Nope.
Nim's gonna close her notebook after writing furiously, just writing everything. Not even trying to be neat. She will close her notebook, her quill away. She will stand up, and she will go into Reed's room and grab the things and put them in her bag.
I can't speak much on weirdness. My grandmother was a bear, not like a big hairy gay man, but an actual bear with claws and fur.
Actual claws.
I think I'll fit right in.
With claws and rur?
Fur. My mother'd go, "That's mother." Go, "That's mother taught me to fight." He talked funny. I don't know more. Love her.
About bear or bad news?
Ugh. Do you do that often?
I'd say it was a gift, but it's more of a curse. They're not all
Yeah.
zingers.
It's going to be a very long trek.
Whenever you two are done, I would like to go to Armory. Friend. Our friend.
Yeah. Was forgotten about her. Kidding. I make you chuckle a little bit. Now it's gonna be hard. That's what I do. Let's go check on her.
Odd.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy having you around.
Oh god. This is somehow worse.
Don't even start. You both asked for it. Don't even go there. Exactly.
That's what I like to say. Life is hard, but I'm harder. Because I'm harding. I'll stand up.
Oh my god, I needed to get out more when I was growing up.
My life now. This is my life. This is great. It's great. Fine. I'm fine. It's fine. And Nim's talking to herself, and she's walking towards the door and like opening it and walking down the hallway like, it's fine. It's okay. This is now? What? Now? Now. She chooses now. Are we serious? No one would know. No one would know. She just keeps walking, like muttering to herself.
And I'm walking down the hall beside with Harding and say, before you ask, yes. Yes, she does talk to herself a lot.
I'm getting that. I'm also getting the vibes of the crash out. That should go swimmingly. Probably laying down to say this because I haven't been tall.
I've never had to look up to you. This is gonna be weird. I'm used to bending over to talk to people. Now I've got to look good. Oh, my world has got turned upside down.
I'd rather.
Solid 10.
Solid 10.
Solid 10.
If I was a normie, I could get 2 entries.
If Nim sees anybody, like any of the acolytes walking around, she's gonna ask for direction.
Okay. As you step out into the hall, in this particular hallway, there's not a lot going on. It's kind of out of the way. So you make your way back towards the way you came. Gleeman's room and the large chamber that you teleported to. And along the way, you do come across an acolyte.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Can you show me where the infirmary is, please?
Oh, yes. probably be easier to show you if you'd follow me. She kind of takes off, walking. You take a left, and then a right, and then another right, and another left. You're almost lost at this point, walking through, down some stairs, and take another right. Before she pushes open a very large door.
Damn!
In a large room, it's opened up. Looks like the bot's broke. The alerts aren't popping up. Oh well. There are beds down either wall. There aren't many people here, but at the far end, you see Xanderwolf standing next to a bed with Angela in it.
Nim's not gonna run, but she is gonna take off in a brisk walk. Trying to be respectful of any caretakers. She's making a beeline.
Okay. Running
Straight
across the
towards
room. Oh.
Oh my!
Oh my. Brother.
Damn! Yeah!
You reach Angela's bedside, and she looks up at you with. See, I don't think I have a scene for this, but I will at least. Well, I guess. We can move Harding over here. There we go. She looks up at you with her big green eyes. Hello!
Oh, goodness.
Hello, my friend. Don't strain yourself.
I'm okay.
Good to see.
Where's Reed? She okay?
How dare you?
Reed. Not Reed.
Reed?
Fighting back tears. Again. Nim is going to say, Reed is not here. Reed is gone. She is okay. As well as she can be, but she is not here. She has taken her leave. And Nim's gonna look up at Xanderwolf when she says this.
As you look up, his face is really tight, drawn in. Bonk.
I did not say anything, I just laughed.
Mm-hmm.
Toy like a toiga!
He's kind of scowling. Shakes his head, but doesn't say anything.
I'm sorry you got hurt, Angela. I'm sorry you got hurt as well, Cinderwolf. Sorry.
We're all okay. At least there's that.
Could have been worse.
So
I don't know, man. It looks pretty dire right now.
Wolf kind of
Waka waka.
looks up at Harding because she's like 7 feet tall.
Oh.
Mm.
Hello. I believe we've pulled out his hand.
I'm gonna take it and like two-hand clasp it with, you know, these giant little murder mittens. Like, hello, I'm Harding. Harding, nice to meet you. At your service.
Ow, 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 ow. Kind of. As soon as you loosen your grip, he jerks his arm back.
Oh. Oh dear
That's
Lord.
Nice to meet you, Hardinger.
And then,
Bet-
as Harding sees
bet.
Angela, she'll bend the knee. And like, hello, I'm Harding.
You're still like 5.5 feet tall. You're like as tall as probably Nem, at least.
I hope you feel better.
Jen's gonna
You-
sit on the edge of Angela's bed gingerly. Is is she like wrapped in a cast?
No,
Pull her up.
physically she looks fine.
Okay.
Medicine check.
Oh,
roll some
okay. Oh, Lord.
She sounds like she hit the Gleeman's pipe just like Nim did. Kind of
Maybe-
struggling.
I'm sorry, the what?
That's gonna be a 16.
16. So kind of looking her over, remembering what you learned from Carvix when it comes to medicine, healing. She looks fine. And looking through it, she probably inhaled just 2 lungfuls of the poison. And just wrecked her respiratory system.
As I
We
said,
all have a bad puff pass.
Thank
And I've done that.
I'm gonna gingerly sit on the edge of the bed like I said she was, and she's going to take Angela's hand. Gingerly. Say, I'm sorry again. I hope that the recovery is swift. Here. Although I know you might be, I hope you're not in much pain.
I'm fine. I'm apologizing. You didn't do this.
Dante really wants to just take his bow and bob Nim on the head. Quit apologizing. You didn't do anything wrong. Stop
Do you
it.
do that?
Yes. Stop
Nim's gonna-
apologizing.
Nim's gonna try to grab the bow.
Okay. So, Dante, roll an unarmed attack. Nem, roll a dex save.
Would this be like the unarmed strike there?
Yeah. It's improvised.
Dex save.
Yes. Go with that.
It's a 5.
I rolled a 22. 18 plus 4.
So as he's whacking you in the head, you kind of swat trying to catch it and miss. He wraps you in the back of the noggin twice. What's your unarmed strike damage?
1.
1. So you suffer 2
Yeah.
bludgeoning damage. Was the emotional damage.
What
I'm
was that?
going to stand
Sorry?
up.
Try that again, because you were like
Yeah.
really going. It was going. Brrr.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, you said like,
Oh, thank God! I thought it was
robot.
me.
Mic check 1, 2.
I thought my
Am I
internet
clear
was
now?
just
Yeah,
crashing.
you're good. You're good.
You're good. Now, what did you
What?
ask me?
I said that Nim
What?
takes two points of bludgeoning damage, as well as 1 billion points of emotional damage. We don't count
I'm
those.
unconscious. Nim's
I'm
going
going
to.
to stand up and push between, like, does it solve anything? And with Harding's lay hands on the healing thing.
Mhm.
Restore her 2 points. And
As soon as, like, it barely hurts. A few moments, steps in, and the hurt is gone.
Nim is going to let go of Angela's hand and turn and look at Dante. She's gonna make her eyes flash using thaumaturgy.
Mhm.
She's not gonna say anything. She's just gonna make her eyes flash and like stare dead at him. Nim's gonna walk over to Xander Wolf and reach out a hand. Make it like a handshake.
He takes your hand.
I'm glad you're still here.
You too. So what is the plan now?
We're leaving in the morning to go find Carvix. Harding and the Gleeman are going with us.
Oh.
Harding knows the way, so she'll guide us.
I know the way.
Do you know the way?
Do you
I
remember
know
the
the
way?
way, my brother. Of course I remember the way.
I'd like to go with
Was-
you, but I feel I probably
You
shouldn't.
know, walking.
Probably for the best that you stay here and recover. Keep an eye on Angela. But thank you. Deserve a long rest after.
Yes, I will be here when you return. Hopefully, intact. Then we can figure out what to do about Reed.
Reed?
How do you know that joke?
It's meta.
The Gleeman was telling me. Like an uncle to me. Mother thought it would be funny to make him my godfather. I think it's hilarious.
Nim goes quiet again.
Well,
Harding will keep.
No, go ahead.
Harding will just like keep her hand on Nim's shoulder and just providing comfort.
Is there a library of some kind that's not the Gleeman's room?
know that he's actually ever been here before.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm not sure, but I imagine they probably have a great library here somewhere.
Rest well. Tim's gonna start walking back towards the door again. Kind of pats Harding's hand and shrugs out of it. Not to be mean, but just like as she walks away. And I walk
She'll
away.
return it and just place her hands behind her.
All right. So you are now back in the hallway. Very plain stone hallway. I mean, I guess there are a couple tapestries here and there. But it's an internal hallway, so there's not any windows.
Is it just me? Do they follow? Are they still talking? What's going on?
I don't know. What are you guys doing?
I followed.
I'm right behind you.
Okay.
All right.
I'm holding onto your
I'm
cloak.
caboose.
The
I'm
tailcoat now.
caboosey.
Very tall caboose.
That's one big boost.
Like I said.
Oh.
So you can go either left or the way that you came from to the right.
Go left.
All right.
That's the way I would go. Let's go left. Just a slight suggestion.
I would go left.
Are
Cool,
you
let's go
looking
left.
Are you looking for a library?
Yeah, I'm also looking for an acolyte
Just
as well.
anyone.
Yeah.
Okay. As you
Taxi!
head.
Taxi!
As you head left, you walk for a ways. It's straight. You go down a couple stairwells. It's a pretty straight shot. It's a long way. And the stone begins getting a little darker. And you hear footsteps approaching from ahead.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm done with that. That's enough of that.
Tim's gonna stop and listen to the footsteps.
They grow louder as they get closer.
They seem hurried.
Mm. What's your passive perception?
11.
11. They do sound a little hurried, and they echo. Clack, clack, clack. Getting closer much more quickly. Now you see a figure in the distance.
Something doth approach us.
Hello?
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 The figure keeps walking towards you, and it's an acolyte in a robe put on. Are you lost? I don't think you're supposed to be here.
We're looking for a library. Have
Oh.
one?
You're in the absolute wrong direction. Let me help you.
My apologies.
Follow me. Lead you back the way you came.
Place is like a maze.
It is.
Like a labyrinth.
You walk back, it probably takes you 10 or 15 minutes. At this point, it's probably approaching lunchtime already. Everything that's happened.
Oh.
And eventually, through the labyrinth that is the Ordo Sanctum, the acolyte pushes open some large doors. Before you stands the most grand, elaborate library that you've ever seen. It goes as far as you can see, both up and out. Just books everywhere.
That's a lot of books, bruh.
There are tables around with soft light. There are windows high above where beams of light kind of shine through. Dust floating in the air. Very still, it's very quiet. There are many acolytes moving around, either reshelving books or searching for books, sitting and reading quietly, studying.
Nem's gonna lean towards the acolyte that showed them the way, and she's gonna whisper, "Thank you," being respectful of those studying.
You're welcome.
Stage whisper.
Stage whisper. You're welcome.
And
In turn,
Nem's
they
gonna find.
walk out. They walk away.
Nem's just gonna. Nem's gonna walk along the stacks and find an empty aisle. She's gonna use Libravis to just pick a book and float it to her.
Nice.
And she's gonna use it to like flip through some pages.
Welcome and thank you for the follow. We hit our goal.
Yay!
Thank you, Queen Sophia!
Awesome. So, who are you floating a book to?
Myself?
Yourself. Okay. I missed that part.
I am like floating it in front of me, and to keep from touching it, I using Libravis. I'm like moving my hand like I'm flipping a page, but like the Libravis flips it.
So it's just kind of floating in front of you, and it floats open, and just kind of phantom thumbing through it.
What are you looking for?
Distraction. We are in a great library, so if there's something that you would like to research, I'm sure we could find something. I'm gonna see if I can find anything on. I doubt it because they're rare, but I'm gonna see if I can't find anything on dragons. Specifically green dragons.
What are them?
Okay. As you're flipping through this book that you've got, you're reading the pages, and you realize that you're in the fiction section.
Does the book I have seem interesting?
You've only read a couple pages, absently reading them, but character just seems to be bitching and moaning a lot. You see potential, but character you're reading about is a little aggravating.
Sounds like a
I
good
will-
book.
I will close the book and place it back on the shelf where I got it from.
Okay.
I'll start sifting through the stacks. You guys are welcome to chat. Just be respectful of those researching. Don't really have much planned. You just have to make it through the day.
Oh, man.
Sorry, I was reading comments.
That's okay. I caught the memes just a
Negative
second ago.
1 million psychological damage.
All of your brains are you are now all riddled with anxiety. Oh wait, you already were.
To what I said?
So you guys make your way through the stacks. Let's see. I'm trying to think. My brain is struggling right now.
Mashed potatoes.
It's too early for that. Let's roll some dice. Everybody roll a perception check. Looking around.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna put that one away. I don't want that one.
Dice check.
Natural 20!
Ooh.
Plus what?
I'm in my domain. It's 1 plus 1. So
Plus
it's
1.
21.
21, okay.
13.
Hang on. Dante has to do math.
What?
Dante starts doing drugs in the library.
When you roll up a book and you smoke it.
Every now
Dante
and then.
got 22.
Uh,
16 plus 6.
So
Oh,
22,
wait.
21, and 13.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Dante probably notices that even though M is somewhat calm, he probably notices a stray tear or two. She tries to wipe it away. Like, she's not being super sneaky about it, but she's also trying not to, like, show it too
Just
much.
like kind of lean up. You're not being,
What?
not being subtle. I wonder if there's a book in here on emotions and how I can help friends.
Big enough. If you search hard enough, you'll find the answer.
You'll always find an answer in a book.
Usually. But things like these, didn't research. I don't know what to do. In true Reed fashion, I'll do the best I can. That's okay. It's all that I can do. And then continues on down the stack.
Whatever you need to do, friend. As long as you know, love each other. Now, if only Dante knew how to freaking read.
Oh god.
I'm looking for pictures.
I'm looking for a pop-up.
So looking around, you notice that it's labeled. There are
Is there a
signs.
play lad section?
There are signs for fiction and nonfiction, and it's alphabetized
Oh
and
my.
very, very organized.
Oh my.
You make your way over to the reference section and begin looking through the D's.
Yeah, we do.
Sure.
I was gonna leave it alone, so yeah. These books,
Bonk.
you guys.
So there are a couple books on
My nose
dragons.
is running now.
Oh,
You better go catch it.
waka waka.
You get a tissue and you can put a little boogie in it.
You find a couple books on dragons. There's not a lot, as the dragons have kept to themselves, as you know.
Right.
Not much history. Most people that encounter them have probably died. That's why. But even still, you flip through and there are rough. A lot of these seem like stories. Like someone wrote down the oral history, and it seems inaccurate compared to what you know, what you've experienced.
I will take the books that I found. Is there like a lead librarian or anything?
Oh, you did notice a counter with someone behind it. You entered the library.
Excuse me just a moment.
I will go up to the counter. Excuse me.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Forgive me. My name is Nemia. I'm fairly new to the Jakoroboros, but I was wondering if you take writings from adventurers. I have trying to do some research and realized that there are some blanks, obviously, with dragons being few and far between and keeping to themselves. I would like to contribute some information to your
Okay.
collections. I can write it down and provide you with a manuscript of what I have. I was just seeing if that was something that you did.
Yes, we can add your writings to the library if you'd wish.
Okay. All right. Do you have some extra ink? Running a bit low.
Of course. Reach under the counter and they give you a bottle of ink.
Thank you. I will return this, and I will go find a table, and I will start writing everything I know down about AWAC and what Reed told us about her child. Just the basic things that we know.
Yeah, because there's AWAC, Reed met AWAC's baby, which I don't think there was ever a name spoken.
I think there was. I just didn't. Lord Xanderwolf did like translations.
Sorry. He's gonna start writing everything down about AWAC and AWAC's child, and then also, is I the Dread? Oh, was I the Dead?
Whoa!
Only
And
we
Nim-
had an emote for that.
Nim is throwing herself into books and everything because it's the only thing that she knows how to. The only thing she knows how to do. I mean, you're welcome to talk to her while she does it, but she's just throwing herself into a book. She doesn't know.
Picks a book off a shelf and finds a nice cushy chair and sits down. And after 2 or 3 minutes, he is asleep. The book kind of draped over him.
Mia. Mia. Can I borrow your quill?
Are you gonna return it?
Yes, I just need it for one moment.
Hesitantly, Nim hands it to Harding.
I'm going to dip it in the ink and then go over to Dante, draw some glasses on his face, and draw a little small appendage on his cheek towards his mouth.
Roll a hand check.
Ooh, sleight of hand. Ooh, God, I missed my other stats. Oh,
What?
Say 12.
a 12.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. The number was already one of my dice's numbers is already fading, so I had to like lock it. Night.
So you managed to get almost one ring around his eye, and he's like, and kind of moves, snorting in his sleep, swatting your hand away. So Dante, you passed out reading a book, and Harding tried to draw glasses and something else on your
An
face.
appendage.
An appendage is what we're calling it. But she didn't get very far. You felt a slight little under your eye, around, and you managed, kind of half asleep, you swatted it away.
Just to make like a one big line across his face.
It kind of just nicks across because you kind of got around. You were being careful. Kind of got around, and then it just.
He's got a little wing.
Oh, these large fucking hands. And I'll go and return the quill to Nim, and I'll sit in front of her, watching.
So, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm Harding.
Yes,
I
we
grew
covered
up in
that.
Starfall.
Our fault.
Oh, yeah. It's a lovely place. There's this Christmas celebration every year, and then there's this extra celebration, the Gleeman, and my mother, and this weird farm boy, as my mother described him. Kept making people smell like piss, is what she would tell me. And this really grumpy sorcerer fellow. Mother said he was a furry. I have no idea what that means, and I'm terrified to even know. But, I grew up there. Mother would tell me stories of her adventuring days because she retired, settled down up there. And then the Gleeman came back one day just to check things up. Mother wrote to him, and he was telling me what little he could about the Ordo and things he saw, and I want to explore the. So I tried to talk to my moms about that, and they're like, my mom's Bird approved. Bird said go now. And then my other mother, she swatted her and like, oh yeah, you whatever. So I stuck out on a boat. I scared the shit out of the Gleeman. It was quite funny. I don't know how you miss a nearly 7-foot tall half-orc on a ship, but he did. Or maybe he was just fucking around with me. when I started training, I Paladin. I took the oath of vengeance, and then I trained some with Korvix in the Order. We were actually in correspondence all until he disappeared. It was weird. I came back to report, and the Gleeman was like, "This happened. Shit's happening." And he told me about some of you all. I'm just rambling at this point. You can tell me to shut up at any time. I talk a lot.
Okay. It's okay. Well, as you've been told, I'm Nemia Nightshade. I grew up in Cog Spring with my father, my 3 siblings, and my mother. Of my siblings, I am the youngest and the only magic wielder besides my father. I don't know siblings that well. A lot of time in the library studying. And
Nerd. Adoringly, with love though. Someone has to be the brains in the operations.
And when I finished my training with my father, we traveled to the closest magic school and showed the professors his magic and mine, as it is unique to this realm. So, then I set out. I met Lord Xanderwolf and the Gleeman and a few others. Then I met Reed, or as you like to call her, the short, angry one. Reed was the only one that stuck around.
She has more anger than me.
Huh.
You two were close, huh?
We were.
Were.
Well, she's not here now. It's like everyone else.
No.
But anyways, forgive me. And then on the road, we had another tall fellow. His name was Taran. Big guy. You would have liked him. Very simple man. He stayed with a group. That's where we met Angela, the one in the hospital, and Corvix. Then we traveled some more, and now we're here. We've traveled a lot.
Mm-hmm. We do a lot of traveling, don't we?
Another thing about being an adventurer, I guess.
You got me there. I don't know a lot. I kinda got my Mother Murd's brain, kinda, and on. We'll get Korvix back. And despite what happened with the short, angry one, don't give up. Hard to have a connection like that. Unless she gets eaten by a dragon. It's all up in the air.
Yeah. And this whole time, like, now that she has her quote back, Nim's writing everything she can about the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Copying it over from her notebook.
A good while passes.
You've
as this
killed
convers-
dragons.
Go ahead.
Say again?
You've killed dragons.
I've killed one. With the help of the short, angry one. And the, sleeping one over there. And then the short, angry
You killed
one.
a dragon?
Yeah. Got the killing blow.
Waka
Ooh.
waka.
And then the short, angry one killed the offspring of an ancient green dragon. I wasn't there,
Oh.
know much about it. But yeah. I've only killed one. Reed
Man,
killed two.
I haven't killed a dragon yet. I want to kill a dragon. The only dragon I do is dragging these nuts across my enemy's faces.
Did somebody say dragon?
I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when. I was waiting for it. This dragon talk. I knew there was going to be a Dragon D's joke.
Wasn't dragon booty
I'd
hole.
ease into it.
At this time,
What?
Dante's stomach growls. Really, really
Oh.
loud in this library. You've been here for a long time now. It's well past.
Am I done writing?
Boy.
You've written quite a lot, even while conversing, multitasking. Page after page.
I will, once I'm done, I will, or as far as we have, I'm going to put away my quill, and I will grab the bottle of ink that I borrowed and ink the writings up to the desk and turn it in.
In my head, it's like this huge stack of papers, like, Gah! Somehow in
Been busy, have we?
a couple hours. We will review these and add them to the library. Thank you for your contribution.
If you, I'll probably be back with more.
Excellent.
And if you need any help here in the library and I'm available, just send word. I'm at home between the stacks, so thank you.
It's nice to have another nerd among us.
I'm gonna turn to Reed, or not.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
I was waiting on it. I knew it was going to happen. I was worried it would be me.
Then just turns to an empty space of air at the floor.
It's like she turns. Read. Oh yeah. Oh.
I'm gonna turn to
Put
Dante.
salt in the wound.
and Harding and say, "Are you two ready for lunch?"
Did you hear
Yeah,
the dragon in
lunch.
his stomach?
And it grumbles again.
Come on.
Does that answer your
The
question?
librarian behind the counter's like, shh.
I can't control it. Good luck if you can get it to shush.
It grumbles again.
Has a mind of its own.
Out. Now.
I'll
You bastard! Are you gonna get us in trouble again?
going to usher Dante out quickly.
Right, I'm going. Need to be in the nerd library anyway.
You get back out into the hall and you remember the way. This one wasn't. Oh, was it? It was a bunch of turns and stuff. Let's see if you
I
remember.
remember the way.
Everyone roll an intelligence check. Let's see if you actually tried to remember the way.
Does Dante get
I was gonna say, isn't that an auto
advantage?
for Dante?
Oh yeah, you know the way.
I know the way. That's what I said twice. I know the way.
Sorry, it just clicked in my head. Yeah. So I mean, it's up to you if you want to actually lead them.
His stomach's
So we're-
leading the way. It's not him.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, it's like, look, don't worry, Dante's not leading you. This has got it. Let's go.
You kind of point your belly out, making it
I smell pancakes this way.
to drag you like up the hall.
Floating with the smell of it. Whee!
It takes
Along
you.
the way, Nim's gonna reach into the bag and pull out the blue ribbon, tie it around one of her horns again.
It takes
Oh,
you,
God.
probably 10 minutes, but you get back to your quarters. And there is lunch sitting on the table. It looks like it's probably been sitting there for a little while. Dunlop was disappointed you weren't there, but you don't know that.
Nim's gonna sit down and try to eat.
Food! Must eat food! Oh, no.
Harding's digging Ange. Straight up.
That's kind of hot.
I guess Harding would probably know the way around this place for the most part, too. I've got to remember that. I don't even know my way around this place.
But you created it.
Did I? Alright, so you guys eat lunch. Late afternoon creeps into early evening. Late lunch. Anything else you guys want to do?
Not really.
Nope, don't want to upset the balance. I'm good.
So you guys kind of lounge about, common room, chit-chatting about this and that, cracking jokes.
Need to find some of that stuff that the Gleeman has.
Well, Nim doesn't. Nim's kind of sullen.
Yeah.
You frown. Harding, do you want? You probably have your own quarters somewhere else. Do you want to go get your shit and hang out with the gang, or do you want to just hang out with the gang and get your shit later? I mean,
I'll hang out with them until they go to bed, and then that's when I'll.
okay. So we'll say it's at about that point.
I feel like
kind of winding down. It's early. It's close to bedtime. Everyone's yawning.
Nim's probably been doodling an image of Harding.
And creating a name tag.
Are you getting my good side? Hits her
Isn't
with
that
a
all
smolder.
sides? That's all the
Thank you,
sides?
that
I'll
makes
let that
much
one
sense.
slide. I'll let that one slide. Because yes, I'm very good from all sides.
And I'll let that slide because I'm not answering that one.
Giant danger woman.
Rawr.
Harding just starts mewing.
Did you say viewing or mewing?
Mewing.
It's where you you suck the bottom of your underneath your tongue up, and supposedly it strengthens and it sharpens your jaw. You can't talk when you do it.
Alrighty
They
then.
asked what viewing was.
Learn something new every day. Anyway, so
Right?
at this point, Harding, you're probably about to head back to your quarters.
I'm going to lean down to Nan like, I would like to offer some assurance. When I walk through that door and go to my quarters, I will return in the morning. You're very fragile right now, and I don't want to cause any more upset.
Thank you. Rest well. See you in the morning.
Thank you. Dennis, I wish you good night.
Oh no, the fuck she didn't.
At that point, Nim cracks. How's it going, Dennis?
Oh, two can play this game. Good night, Bertha.
Oh, there's a nice neighbor in Starfall named Bertha. I love that woman. Sweet dreams, Namia.
Oh.
And Harding exits.
Well, Dennis, as I close my book.
Keep it up, Horn One. What? Jesus.
Oh, whoa.
Trust me, Nim's gonna get real close to Don. Like, trust me, sweetheart, you can't hurt me more than I already am. So, rest well.
How in the hell does someone come up with Dennis? Oh, anyway. It is good for a laugh, but have a good night.
You as well. Try to get some rest.
You too.
All right.
Nim's going to fall asleep holding the picture that she drew for Reed.
Sad. Very sad. Alright, you all take a long rest. I don't know that you actually used anything that you'd need to.
Just in case.
Go ahead.
Click the button.
Click the button, it feels good.
I get 2 points.
Remember your lay on hands.
Mm-hmm.
They gross weird what?
You have that power too? Bruh.
That's a beard.
Alright, you rest through the night, and the next morning, you hear clattering in the common room.
We hear clattering?
Clattering. Noises around the table. It sounds like someone's setting out breakfast. It's very early.
Ooh, I smell
Nim's
food. Food.
Nim's gonna get up and clean up again. Spending a little extra time and getting all of her things. Tucking away the picture. And then walks out.
Dunlop has just finished placing out silverware and cupping hot bowls of some kind of mush. And as he's exiting, both Harding and the Gleeman come in, both shouldering packs.
Gleeman, Harding.
Good morning.
Morning.
Let's eat and be off.
Don't have to tell me twice.
So, you all eat breakfast.
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 And follow Gleeman and Harding through the tower. Down and down. Round. Takes probably half an hour. Even still, it's barely daylight as you pass windows, like it was early shit when you got up. But you went to bed pretty early too, in anticipation of the journey. Eventually, you step outside, and great forest. Or a dirt road. Leading away. A little bit overcast. But the road is straight.
There's a narrow.
Is Arrow still with us?
I was gonna ask.
How about Leonardo?
Yeah, he's kind of like he just kind of lives
Uh,
around
oh.
your shoulder. There's someone you still haven't talked to.
Oh shit. Saffron.
Sam's gonna use her tail to take Leonardo off of her shoulder and place him in her hand, and is going to hand him up to Harding. Be like, you could have a little travel companion. Says Leonardo.
I think your audio is broken.
What did you say?
Hello?
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 Harding kind of starts twitching a little bit for a second.
Talk down to us,
Just
please,
hello?
not up.
My only weakness, turtles. Oh no.
My kryptonite, oh no.
And over have
Make your way down the road. Kind of pace are you setting?
I'm trying to rush along. Because I'm just thinking about Carvix now. Having lost another person, I don't want to lose another.
Just really yanking on that thread, huh? Your brain. Oops.
He's telling everyone I did! It's like I can still hear him!
Oh boy.
Too much fun.
So, travel.
I'm probably gonna try to, at some point, talk to the Gleeman, but if someone else has a plan, I'll wait.
The traveling's pretty much wide open to do any talking you want. So, go ahead and do that if you'd like.
I'm gonna kind of, whether it's a head of the group or kind of to the side, or kind of trying to have a one-on-one with the Gleeman. She seems lost in thought. She finally just... Hey, Gleeman. How did you get over losing your group? Your friends?
Tough questions. I'll have to say, the easiest answer is that I met all of you.
What's worse? To lose those you care about to death, or because they choose to leave?
They choose to leave. They can still come back.
This whole trip, Reed and Dante told me that I was the leader. Fearless leader. Lead the way, Nemia! I didn't want it. I don't know. Maybe they'll still look to me for answers, but I just don't know. I don't know how to do this, Cleeman.
That is the first mark of any leader. It's admitting they don't know. No more than you did 2 weeks ago, a month ago. You're learning. It'll get easier. It'll be hard, but it'll get easier.
You think she'll be okay?
I hope so. You can check. Let's see.
How long had it been since you saw us in Winkham?
It took me just a couple. Took me 2 days. Sail from Wickham. Sanctum.
Okay.
And then another few days after that, I think sent Harding out the next day after I got back. Five or 6 days.
Okay. And thinking Nim's gonna take out her notebook and write down days.
Trying to figure stuff out.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Lehman, I think that whenever we use the void tome, that we lose days. We lose some kind of time. Not sure how long. We don't use it very often, but if you have contacts and Robin, and you can check on them, it might be for the best if you can. I don't even know if they are alive. I doubt it. AWAC was on a killing spree.
Can't say that I know anyone. Robin, the one I do know is, well, now I know is Reed from near there.
Alright. Back on the road again together, just like old times.
Hmm.
Maybe we'll actually get where we're going this time.
One can only hope. You trek on through the day. Actually, I think it only takes about a half a day to get to Crossroads. And Lehman kind of guides around it. Instead of going through it, slowing down. Continue on past it. Let's see. I have a map. World map. I started that earlier. I guess I didn't. Hello, are you there?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Come on, computer, you can do it.
Hello. Father, help.
Father, help!
No, my
boy.
If Mr. DM ever needs any fillers, we got it.
Alright, let's see. I can't get it to load on the DM computer, but I can get it to load on the other computer. Hey, Primo, what's up?
Hey, Primo.
We've got 6 entries. You guys can roll d20s for solid 10s. 4 entries. So let's see if I can get this map to work.
While we're waiting on it, you should totally check out our merch store and the Patreon. Find some cool things there. You can get a read mug. This is I'll mug your life.
Ultimate sadness.
You're not gonna be right for days.
Since I rolled a solid 10, could I give that extra entry to someone?
Sure, you guys can roll. If you guys get 10s, you can give them away to someone who's already entered. I'm sure you guys have buku points. I can't do it because I have infinite points.
When we get to it, I'll get a random generator and pull a name of myself.
Rolling all kinds of dice. Chat's blowing up with dice rolls. Alright, so here's a map.
Oh, someone rolled a 20! Hey, yo!
Hey, nat 20.
Does that count as 2?
I thought about making it a nat 20 for an extra entry, but I felt like a solid 10 may be better.
Natural 20. Hey, Smokey!
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. My bad. My guys came over to y'all. You got both my mods and my one lurker.
I think I might be your lurker.
Okay, then there's another one in there too.
Another lurker.
Yeah.
All right. So on the map, pretty much under the S of Crossroads, that little bay there. That's where you started. Hey, loaded. Cool. So you started around here. Oop, not a ping. There we go. Oop, started around there.
Good God Almighty!
It's really big and bright.
I was zoomed in all the way too. It's like boo.
Traveling down the road, you skirt past Crossroads. The woods thicken. and the sun begins to dip. Evening approaches on the first day of travel. So you probably make it. Probably make it to about right here. I'm trying not to ping. They're right here. So bright.
Nim's gonna turn to the group and be like, "The time for sanctuary."
Sanctuary, sanctuary.
Thanks.
Oi, 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 oi.
Sanctuary?
Do it, Nim. You got it, girl.
Nim's going to cast Cottage Sanctuary. For the night. Using all the spell components to do the thing.
Okay. You have a map.
Hold on, it's reloading. Takes a second.
Yeah, that's being pretty slow
It-
tonight.
It's thinking, it's thinking. I'm thin, I'm thin. Just a big gray blob.
I'm
I'm just a
going
stupid
to-
boulder.
Nim's gonna be looking around as she walks. Do I need to make a roll?
Yeah, make a perception check. Kind of looking around.
Oh,
Don't make a roll, make a
I love that.
biscuit. I got it. Yay!
That's an 8.
8. The forest is pretty dense. Other side, the road looks pretty well traveled. Nothing with an 8. You don't really see a whole lot. Just some woods and a road.
Does this look familiar to me?
No, it doesn't. Up in here.
What about for me? Because that looks.
No, I think this is probably, except for the
This is way
halfling
before
lands,
I-
this is the furthest west you've ever been
Okay.
in the main.
Hell, I've been gone. I've been gone for so long. I forgot which direction I went. I went that way.
Murd, you
I'm
remember?
gonna turn around.
Or not Murd, Harding. Harding
Damn.
Murd. At least I didn't use the other name.
Poor
Nim's gonna
Nim.
turn to the group and be like, "Are you guys coming? Are you just gonna stand there? Stop.
you looked very confident in your standing there and looking, so I was letting you do your thing.
The thing. Well, we need to find a place. Can continue on. Find something off the road.
Would I know of a place? Would Harding?
Yeah, you traveled just this way the other day.
Yeah, I know a place. Just
Oh.
follow me.
Lead the way.
Lehman's kind of huffing and puffing, but keeping up.
Come on, old man.
He's puffing on his pipe and just kind of looking up the trees.
Don't pull your back, Uncle. Old peephole man.
That's both me and the Gleeman. So weird, like
Damn.
they're all moving like the way. Stoyland, okay.
Oh, look.
See,
It's a precarious pit.
Harding, I think you probably actually here a couple days ago.
I was just here.
Hey, Nim, this looks
We
like
could-
a good spot.
Be like, "All right, guys, stand back, and I will cast Cottage
Yoink.
Sanctuary." I just grabbed something I didn't mean to. My bad.
No, my hearting.
I'm gonna put it right here.
Just gonna drop it on top of where that was. All right. So what are
Yep.
the dimensions? What are the dimensions of that again?
Oh,
28
hold
by
on.
20 by 20.
I think you. I thought you had a thing for it.
Red
You have
is
an icon
red is
for it?
kind of harsh. Let's
Or-
go with. I guess we'll go with a gray. So, to cast the magic. Oof. Casting Cottage Sanctuary. Glad I didn't delete that map off of here. Here's. Awesome. Oh. Bye, Reed. Bye, Saffron.
Damn, 2 for 1.
Alright, sorry, I'm getting it all prepped up.
Poor Nim's gonna need a bottle of wine after this session. In a corner.
As the little cottage magically appears in front of you, clearing.
Whoa.
And walks
Yeah,
up
Harding, you've never seen this before.
and holds open the door.
Am I on drugs? Did she just poof a cabin?
No, your eyes do not deceive you. She poofed a cabin.
This is what we call glamping.
Jamping.
Oh,
After you.
I think I've been sleeping in a sack on the ground all this time.
Nim's gonna hold open the door and bow. After you, milady.
Thank you. Do I need to like dramatically
Okay.
bend down because I'm like
The door-
7 feet tall and don't want
Yeah,
to
the
bonk
door
my
is
head?
probably only about 6 feet tall, so you do have to dip your head to get in.
Oh, so many responses.
As she
All the
walks
bumps.
past, I'm gonna say, oh, watch out for Billy Lurch.
Oh,
This kind
what?
of black shimmering face, person, thing. It's kind of in the room.
This random man.
After you, Nim, you're not gonna stand outside all night, are you?
Well, I'm holding the door open for you. Silly goose. Go
Aw,
in.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Really been wasting
Gleeman.
no time. He goes in and he
Yoink!
collapses into a bed in the corner. Guys, we've been walking all day.
Do you need a snuggle,
I'll
buddy?
throw my stuff on this bed and then I'll go up to Billy Lurch and I'll like grab his hand. It's like, hello, I'm Harding. Nice to be in your presence.
He doesn't talk. Doesn't say much.
Billy, what's up? High five.
But if you need anything, just ask him.
The fire's crackling.
Can I even fit? Can I even fit in this bed or am I gonna be like perpendicular?
No, you'll have to curl up to fit in this bed. You can't starfish the bed. Should think actual dimensions of this. I think I made it bigger just because. I think with the actual dimensions, if you starfished in the center of the floor, you'd probably fill the whole place and touch all the corners. But magic.
Oh, hold on now. We just met.
I'll hang my legs off the end. Put a pillow under them.
Okay.
Nem's gonna climb up in the top bunk of the one that she's on.
Back up, bottom. Bunk.
You
I didn't
almost
say
did
anything.
for that king.
I didn't say anything.
Do you guys want to do
I
any
couldn't
Broke
finish
off
my
Winston.
sentence.
Nat 20, nice. Do you guys want to do anything else, or are you just gonna go to sleep?
I don't have much to do.
Nem's probably humming to herself. Drawing. Writing. Usual. I don't really have anything else.
All right. Will you all sleep through the night again? Wow, you guys have really gone through this like the time I think you've gone through in one session.
I'm gonna snore loudly.
Oh yeah. Like a mammoth.
Dante's gonna hear it sit up. Oh hell no! She snores. I'm gonna start howling.
In my
If
room,
you step,
shut up,
I would like
Daniel.
Oh.
I would like to think that Nem stays up that night just writing. She's just writing and drawing, doodling. She doesn't sleep much.
Technically speaking, Dante got on the other top bunk there in the middle and just looking at Nim like when he hears Harding snore, looks at me like, "You've got to be fucking kidding me."
Just throw the pillow over your head, you'll be fine.
Not that bothers me. Remember, sensitive hearing, even in human form. Ugh.
That it's just like a very loud snore. Husky scream, as Logan said.
Yeah, well.
So Nem stays up through the night. Everyone else, the Gleeman is also snoring, but much more softly, facing the wall, being mostly respectful.
What a gentleman.
The next morning comes. Sunlight rising outside the windows. Nem, since you didn't sleep much, you suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Ooh.
After a hard day's travel. You guys didn't eat dinner either, but you had breakfast and lunch. You had breakfast the previous day. I guess you may have eaten on the road, but anyway. It is now morning. Billy, the unseen servant, is busy making breakfast for everyone.
Nem's gonna tell Billy, or she's gonna get down from the bunk and start helping with breakfast. She still has the seasoning packed. Or the seasoning.
By the time you all get down, it's pretty much mostly done, and it looks just like bland slop. You can sprinkle some seasoning in it, but
I will sprinkle some seasoning.
flavor crystals. So you all gonna eat breakfast?
I
Morning,
guess I'll
everyone.
wake up.
I'm gonna wake up and like rise up, but bonk my head on the top. I'm like, son of a bitch.
What the fuck was that? It shook the whole place.
Oh,
Oh. It was you, Big Bertha. Good morning.
my nose. Good morning, Dingy.
Fuck me sideways.
She's never gonna call you the same name. I love it.
Harding, did you actually get his name the first time?
Yeah. It was fucking David or something.
Gee, almost makes me want to turn into a dog and just look at you like, what the fuck?
You're furry
Yeah.
too?
When I
Oh.
want to be.
Eat up,
Mhm.
guys.
I'm going to roll out of bed. I'm going to grab him like, not one of you knows how to cook.
I got this one, Nim.
No, what?
Our little one was the one that could cook.
You, the little one, that left.
Yes, the little one
Because
that left.
He's angry.
Drive that dagger in a little bit deeper, why don't you?
Neither of one of you have heard the saying, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you." I don't mean to be ungrateful, but I'm a big girl and I like to eat.
Nim's gonna take a bowl and walk over to Harding and just thrust. No, I'm not throwing it at her, but I'm gonna thrust it into her hand with a little bit of force. Eat up.
Trust?
Moving
Well,
on.
it's not the worst thing. Not the worst thing I put in my mouth.
The Gleeman gets up, red-eyed. His beard looks kind of matted. His hair is kind of sticking up one spot.
Good morning, Scruffy.
Kind of finger combs it all back into place. Knuckles his eye.
Take a bowl over to the Gleeman as well. I'll be a little bit more gentle.
Good morning.
Morning it is.
Needs more flavor
Mm.
crystals.
I tried. I will have to get a cookbook next time we're in town.
God's help us.
When you're all ready, I'll be outside. I'm just gonna walk outside and just look around. Lean against the wall.
Folks, that might mean like we need to get out of here before she makes this thing like compress and small, and we all end up in her pocket. Let's
No, it
GTFO, get the fuck out.
it forcefully ejects anything left in it.
Yeah.
It poops it out.
Goodbye, Billy. Dutch.
Oh, sure, you get his name right.
Oh, yeah, it's Billy Lurch, Daisy. What are you in a fuss about?
Gleeman kind of pushes on your lower leg.
Ow.
Get out of the fucking door.
And what if I don't? I want to hear you say, "Please, Uncle." It's not that hard.
Harding, please. Get the fuck out of my way.
Harding, please.
Fine. I'll take it. You know you love me.
I do. Big fuck.
Hi.
Hey.
Alright, so are you going to dispel it?
Yes.
Yeah, but you might want to dispel that before you leave.
I mean, it isn't gonna go poof anyway, but alright. Poof.
I don't think you've ever left one behind, but yeah, it does go poof.
Goes poof after a few hours. I can't find it on my sheet. I seem to have misplaced it.
I think it's
I think.
16 hours.
Ah,
Billy Lurch throws a raging kegger.
Yeah, you leave it up and he's
With
just
the
like,
woodland
like squirrels and fucking rabbits and shit in there with him. There's no one else around. Anyway, I digress. Just spell it.
And when you sign up for that adventure,
as always, you see Billy looking out the window.
I waved to Billy.
That face. The cottage disappears.
Billy Lurch doesn't know.
Yeah, tell him. I have a dick for that.
Mim realizes this as she walks, and she just starts fucking mom walking away down the path. She stops and she realizes, which way are we supposed to go?
Oh well, you see, if you look to your left, you'll see some trees. If you look to your right, you'll see some trees. But if you look forward on the path that's laid out between the trees.
Stop being a
Walks away.
smartass. Let's go.
jeez, Nimmin, you called me a smartass.
Before you guys move your tokens on, that you were probably talking about right here.
Yep.
As you're talking shit, forest gets quiet. And strange fog seems to roll under the trees road.
Son of a bitch!
Uncle, have you been smoking that loud again? Too hard.
You look over and he's like about to light his pipe. Yes, he wasn't paying attention. He's no, that wasn't me.
Oh.
As the fog rolls, a creature appears. Add. Floating. Very familiar. On the road stands a minion of death. Holds up a skeletal, clawed hand. Pointing it, parting.
Oh, my good friend! You thought I forgot about you. I don't know who this son of a bitch is.
I found you.
Well, it's your fault if you missed me. I'm kind of hard to miss. Look at me. 7 pounds of beautiful muscle beauty.
Hell yeah!
As the minion of death begins moving closer to you. That's where we're going to end this session.
nature's glow.